Welcome friends. Today we will speak about mix war gear from an F2P perspective. By the end of this video you will have a fair idea of what mix war gear is for an F2P player and which are the gears I recommend. So let us begin friends. We will go across to our workshop. In the workshop I will here first, before we start, I will explain the gear in two stages. One stage will be for the intermediate level, that is the level where you will be reaching 60, not yet reached 60, and the level after that, that is the final level, that is once you reach 60 what should be the gear and what gear you should be targeting and be working on from a mixed perspective for an F2P player. So let us begin with the helmet here. Okay, for the helmet, before we reach 60 we are looking at indulgent visage, that is a 40 level gear, and you will get this once you reach around level 40, or not around, but once you reach level 40. Until you reach level around about 55 you can keep on using it and upgrading it. Okay, here you will be requiring to target Bon Appetit, that will be your monster. See this, Bon Appetit. So you will be requiring to target that, and indulgent visage is what I would recommend till you reach level 60 and you keep on working on it. It is a decent piece of gear. See, at gold it will give you 10% infantry attack, 10% range attack, and if you can get it to mythic it will give you 14% infantry and 14% range. So one of the war gears helmet I would recommend till you reach level 60 in the intermediate stage is indulgent visage. Once you reach level 60, what I would suggest is you may start working on Bumlehem. This is from the bee monster, queen bee monster. You see this, queen bee monster. So this is what you need to work on for the level 60. This is what you will be targeting for level 60. Bumlehem. Also you may look at Beast Helm. This is also a very nice option, alternate. This will come across from another monster, that is Saber Fang. You see this, Saber Fang. So you may start working on any gear, two pieces. That is what I would always recommend. You may start working on either this one and this one both together, Beast Helm and Bumlehem. Whichever monster gives you the better drops, you may start using that, whichever is more upgraded. Likewise for all the gear sets that I will be speaking, all of them I would suggest two of them, so you can start working parallelly on both of them together, and whichever one is the higher developed one, you can start using that. I am not going to cover champion gear here. This is from an F2P perspective. So for the headset I would suggest you can go across on Beast Helm and Bumlehem. These two pieces of gear you may start working on, and whichever one is the more better developed, you can use that. For the beginner level I would not recommend anything else apart from indulgent visage. There are very few options available apart from that. So this is indulgent visage for the beginner level. Okay, we'll go to the armor. For armor I would suggest in the beginner level till you reach level 60. Alright, once you reach level 60 there will be a different set of armor, but till you reach level 60 you may consider skeletal armor. Alright, at gold it will give you 10% infantry, 10% cavalry, and a nice cavalry HP of 6%. Infantry def also it will give you 7% defense. but this is at the beginner level. This is one option that you have at the beginner level, or alternatively you may want to consider regal plate mail. Alright, so if you wish to, you may also consider this as an armor, but I would still suggest you may go with skeletal armor at level 45 and keep working on it and upgrading it till you reach level 60. At level 60, I would suggest firewall plate. One sec, I'll show you that one. This one, firewall plate. This is what I would suggest at level 60. This comes from this particular Mecha Trojan. See, Mecha Trojan monster. You'll have to target this monster, Mecha Trojan. So this is what I would suggest at level 60. Another option at level 60 which you can parallelly start working on is beastly breastplate. So either of these options, both of this you can parallelly start working, whichever one is more developed. Depending upon the kind of drops you get, you will be able to use that. Beastly breastplate, for this particular monster you will have to target this for that gear you will have to target this monster, Hoot Claws. Alright, so that is for the armor at level 60. I will tell you the monster that you need to target for your level 45 armor, that is skeletal armor. Regal plate mail will come across from gathering. You see this? These are the materials you will be targeting for gathering, whatever resources you gather, and skeletal armor you will get by hunting this particular monster, that is necrosis. You see this? Necrosis monster. So that is for the armor that we are looking at. For the legs, again I will give you two options. One, before you reach level 60, you can look at honeycomb chaps, that is from Queen Bee monster. Where is that honeycomb chaps? Here it comes. Level 40 gear. You can keep on upgrading this and working on this till you reach level 60. This comes from Queen Bee monster, Queen Bee. You see this? Queen Bee. You will have to target the Queen Bee monster for this. And after that, once you reach level 60, you can look at Dragon's Talon. I'll show you that. You see this? Dragon's Talon. This is the one that I was referring to. For this, you'll have to target Blackwing monster. Blackwing. So this is one option that you can look at level 60. Another option, in fact, there are two more options for level 60. Storm Tacet is also good, and you may also consider Gargantuan belt. Gargantuan belt you will be getting from hunting Gargantua, this monster, and Storm Tacet also you may consider. I'll show you the Storm Tacet also, this one. If you wish to go in for Storm Tacet, you will have to target this monster, Tidal Titans. So all in all, there are three options once you reach level 60 for legs: Gargantuan belt, Dragon's Talon, and Storm Tacet. You may start working on all three of them simultaneously, depending upon which drops you get and what kind of drops you get from the monster. You can use whichever one is the maximum developed. I personally prefer Dragon's Talon. So those are for the legs, options available for the legs. Let's move on to main hand. For main hand, there are various options available, but for the intermediate stage wherein you are reaching level 60, not yet reached level 60, Fiery Tomahawk is what I would recommend. This is what I have also made personally. So this you will not be requiring to target any monster. You can get these materials by gathering resources. So Fiery Tomahawk is what we are looking at till you reach level 60. After you reach level 60, there are two options that I would recommend. One is the Skull Crusher and another one is the Frostwing Great Sword. Here they come. You see this? Frostwing Great Sword. This will come from the Frostwing monster, and this is a very nice and a popular option that you have. At gold it will give you 20% infantry attack, 20% cavalry attack, and ranged attack you will be getting to 12.5%, which is a very nice all around attack stats that you are getting, which covers all three: infantry, cavalry and range. I personally prefer the Skull Crusher. You get all three in attack at a much better stat over here at the same level, and you also get range over here, which is over and above that, and you get army def. For the Skull Crusher you will require to target Held Rider. See this Held Rider monster, and over here you will have to target Frostwing monster, Frostwing Greatsword. So these are the two options that you can consider for main hand at level 60. Let's go to offhand. Offhand there are various options. There are some really nice options at level 50 also. Dark Ages is one of them. Dragon's Fist is also one of them. Really popular one. Viral Switchblade is also one of them. But this will clash with your another piece of gear, because for this also you will have to target this Mecha Trojan, and Mecha Trojan will also give you Firewall Plate, that is your armor. So you need to decide if you do not want to clash upon the items. So that is one thing. Okay, Griffin's Talon is a very popular one. It will not give you any direct army war capacity, but it will give you the army capacity. This will be the capacity to carry weight of the army. If you are having some resources that you need to get from the target castle, this is the one that I would recommend. Okay, for a war perspective, for an intermediate level, this is what we are looking at. Lunar Scimitar. Alright, at gold it will give you ranged attack 9% and army max HP at 11.5%, which is very nice. Army siege attack also it will help for 14%. At mythic you get army HP 16.1%, which is also really nice. Ranged attack at 12.6%. So Lunar Scimitar is what you can look at for the intermediate level offhand. Once you reach the level 60, there are again two really very nice options. One is Winter Myths. Alright, Winter Myths, and another option is Eternal Codex. Now I would suggest, if you are defending, that is if somebody else is attacking you, Winter Myths is a better option. Alright, Winter Myths is slightly better from a personal experience, you may say. And from attacking perspective, if you are going to attack somebody else, then Eternal Codex is a better option for that. Alright, so both of this you can start working on this. Eternal Codex you will have to target this particular monster, the Grim Reaper monster. Alright, so for Eternal Codex Grim Reaper, and for Winter Myths you will have to target Snow Beast. Okay, so these are the two monsters that you will need to target. Bear in mind, whichever options I give, they are always from two different monsters, so their items will not clash and you will not have an issue for developing both of them together. Whichever one is more developed, you can use that. Yes, there are other options also. Some people will really like to go across with some other options, I am well aware of that, but this is what my preference is. Okay, let's move on to accessories. Accessories, again at level 50-55 you have got really nice option. Burning Scroll is one of them, so you can look at this particular Burning Scroll. Again it comes from Held Riders, so your Skull Crusher will clash with this, but depending upon your personal preference and how you have developed your account, you may consider this. There is another one, Terror Vial. This is also a nice offhand option. For this you will have to target this monster, Terrathron, the plant kind of monster. So this is one. My personal preference is Fear Drum. Alright, Fear Drum is what you will be looking at for accessories. it will really give you some very nice cavalry attack. At the same time, it will help you with gold production. Okay, so fear drum you can look at. Then there is another option at the intermediate level till you reach level 60 and till you are in the process of making your fear drums. You can look at Lost Island Relic. Okay, Lost Island Relic. This will be available at level 40, and it is a really nice option till you reach level 50 and start working on your fear drum. So Lost Island Relic is also available for you. Aqua Enemy is another option at level 40 which is available. It gives really nice percentage, 8% infantry and 8% cavalry. So this is another one that you may consider. Alright, now once you reach level 60, there are another options. You may consider Blight Ring. Blight Ring is a really good option at level 60 for an accessory. Okay, now we come to the cup. This is my personal preference, Ambrosial Cup. This is what I would recommend at level 60. You will need to target Bon Appetit monster for this, but bear in mind this is a rare Bon Appetit glowing halo, and you can see what I have got. It is very difficult to get these glowing halos for an F2P player, so bear that in mind. You will require to be patient with this. So Ambrosial Cup is what I would recommend, and Blight Ring also. So you may use both of them in conjunction, maybe 2 Ambrosial Cups with 1 Blight Ring. So it also depends upon your personal preference, how you have developed your account. Those drums also really go well across those. Where is that drum? Fear drum. Yes, these fear drums, they go well. This is one of my personal preferences. So that is how I have gone through with all the war options for your mixed war set at 2 levels. One is the intermediate level, and the other one is at the level 61. Now I have also got some requests telling me to show my war gear. It is still at a nascent stage. It is still work in progress. So you can see this. This is the war gear that I was referring to, the fiery tomahawk. Alright, and this is the lunar scimitar. This is the indulgent visage. You may consider caprice. Okay, this comes from the bee monster, but you can already see I'm working on both of this. This is what I had spoken about, the skeletal armor till you reach level 60, and after you reach level 60 I have got the firewall plate. This is already at the green level. Hopefully by the time I reach level 60 I will have it at least blue, if not purple. So that is what I am looking at, level 60. This is the final armor that I will be looking at, firewall plate. So this is as far as the armor goes, and this is what I had spoken about, Lost Island Relic. You see I have started working on the cup also and the drums. See, I can have both of these replaced by drums now. So this is one small change that I will be doing to my account later on when I start to go out and start burning castles. And here you have this particular option for the legs. This is the honeycomb chaps. Alright, I'm not working on any other war legs as of now. I haven't got those materials, but honeycomb chaps will really get through. So this is the war set that I have, and this is what people have requested to see. It is still a long way from a nice war set, and it is still a work in progress. So that's about the war set. Okay, so we have gone through with the mixed war options that we have available. There is another video that I can make, how to prepare for war, that will cover the talents, these talents that we are speaking about, these talents, and it will also cover the other boosts that you may get from the altar, from the prisoners, or there is another turf boost that you can activate before going to war. There are various other preparations that we can do before we go to war, so we can attack with our maximum power and potential as per our castle level and troop level. If you wish to see these videos, let me know in the comments section. Otherwise, in this video I have covered the mixed war gear from an F2P perspective. So hopefully that would have sorted out a lot of your queries. In case you have anything specific, do let me know in the comments section and I shall help you out to the best of my ability. Till then, thank you.